Hello, this is MrChabry. Looks like we're having a rematch with this guy. He's brought the exact same Pokemon. Luckily, I had a different team that I could bring, so I've switched it up a little bit and keep my opponent on their toes. The biggest threat still is the Felon. Also, he led the Zamazenta last time, so I could lead Swampert, put some pressure on my opponent early on. Darmanitan and Swampert probably my best bets against the Zamazenta. But yeah, I think this team should be fine. It is pretty weak to Felon. Tangrowth does not want to face down that thing. Honestly, I do think Swampert needs to keep an eye on it because Felon, I feel like if I remember correctly, it often runs Energy Ball, and Swampert does not like Energy Ball to the face. That's one thing I remember back in Gen 3 school. So, let's go ahead and see what we got. Oh, there's the Felon off the bat. Swampert. I will flip turn here. Obviously, Energy Ball would be a nasty smack in the face, but I don't want to hard switch into anything. Not in the face of this thing here, right here. So, flip turn is my best bet to have some sort of pressure on my opponent. We're going to see a Shadow Ball, which we will take. Look at that. Flip turn. Give good damage. Great damage. Great damage. Alright, so with that thing gone, what are we looking at? I still think Darmanitan could be a nice Pokemon to throw out there. We can U-turn, or we can hit that fire. Whatever I think we need to do. If Marshadow's out, we might need to hard switch, but I don't know what we'll hard switch into. Marshadow is just pretty terrifying, to be honest. Hackshresh. Okay, well, I could U-turn here and get, you know, not lose any momentum. I think that is the play. U-turn here. Keep that momentum going. Let's see a Dynamax. I feel like I'll go Tangrowth, because honestly, Tangrowth doesn't do that much for me. That's the sad thing about grass types. There's not a lot that they can do offensively or defensively for that matter. But we'll go ahead and U-turn out. Boom, smack a little damage on that guy. And go Tangrowth. Might as well. Max Quake. It's gonna. Yeah, this was actually a pretty good switch for me because Tangrowth can take that beautifully. See a Spadef drop or Spadef increase. Okay. See the Life Orb, which I'm actually okay with my opponent having that Life Orb. I honestly am. Let's throw an Earthquake just for chip. I do not like the Max Knuckle though. But we will take it. Yeah, at this point, I'm just wanting chip. I'll just Earthquake. Safety. Decent chip. I do have things that outspeeds this thing. Oh, Tangrowth. I'm sorry, you went down there. Was that a crit, or was that just... Okay, that was just from the attack boost. But yeah, with that, you should go back to normal. I can easily go for a D-Gleam. That will finish you off once you go back to your puny little self. Look at that. You wasted a Haxorus to take down a Tangrowth. Okay. Okay, buddy. Boom. D-Gleam time for the rescue. It's sweeping time. Gotta sweep. That was forever ago. That was a reference to something forever ago. But yeah, we take that out pretty easily. You're going into Marshadow. Okay. I do know this is not a good matchup. You know, Going for that Shadow Sneak. But I can go Caesar. Caesar could easily Roost. Bullet Punch for Chip, and then Roost up. This thing could have Drain Punch, but honestly, I feel like I'm safe doing this little number. Boom, look at that. Let's see how much Bullet Punch does. Let's just see how much Bullet Punch does to this thing. Oh, yeah. That's a 2-hit KO. There's the Drain Punch. I kind of figured it would have Drain Punch. Yeah. Right now, what I'm mostly going for is just a little bit of chip right here. Because it is kind of a threat to my team. And if I can chip it down, I should be fine in, you know, sending something out to finally handle it. The question is, what do I send out to finally handle it? Darmanitan needs to be kept safe. Swampert and Darmanitan are my two answers to certain destruction. So Swampert probably is the better Pokemon to bring out for this thing, because I feel like Darmanitan would have an easier chance taking down the later two. But I do like the idea of Earthquaking right here. Yeah. We should be fine. We should take that. Swampert is bulky. That's what I love about Swampert. It's just so bulky. Ah. It's just right out of reach. Just right out of reach. Let's protect just for a little bit more health. And then we can finish it off. Then we can finish it off. Alright, we should be okay now. Honestly, we should be okay to take one more Drain Punch. Nice, alright. And one Earthquake should finish this thing off. Boom. But that just leaves some problems in the back. Of course, Darmanitan now is kind of my win condition against the puppers. I do think I want to weaken Zamazenta down just a tad bit. I remember the last battle, that thing had Metal Burst. So what I want to do... What is this? This is the... this is you. Okay. If I'm able to... I want to protect here. This thing could have Explosion. I don't really see what else this thing can do offensively against Swampert. Explosion is usually its go-to. Oh, and I just wasted that. If I had just waited... But that's the thing. I didn't realize it was going to do that. I'm going to have to click Earthquake then. Because it'll bounce, and then if I survive... ooh, I do survive. No paralysis? Yes, we hit that. I would much rather had used that turn to set up rocks, honestly, but I didn't expect that thing to bounce like it did. If I can get some sort of chip damage on Zamazenta and Zacian, Earthquake... Wait, no. My Dragonite doesn't have Earthquake. What does it have? It might have Earthquake. I don't remember. You do have Earthquake. Good. Gengar could come in, too, and do some work. But I need some chip. Some good chip. We'll throw an Earthquake. Sacred Sword. Can't do much to stop that. Even if I protected and had a little bit of health recovered, I would have went down. But yeah, Darmanitan here, Flare Blitz, best bet. Let's go. Let's get rid of this pupper. Boom. One shot. One shot. All the way. Alright, well, Zamazenta's it. I think we're in good condition to face down that little pupper. Whew. This will at least give us chip damage, if anything. It'll take us down. I will then go into Gengar. Let's Flare Blitz. Let's get rid of this thing. Boom. And of course, it's going to survive. If my opponent went for an Iron Defense... Okay, here's the close combat. Darm is gone. There's no way... Listen, there's no way my opponent clicks Iron Defense when Gengar's out here. I simply go Gengar. Destiny Bond. Finish the game that way. Let my opponent select the animation that the game ends off with. Destiny Bond. Alright, just give me your Zamazenta. Give it to me. Go for a Crunch. Go for something like that. Boom. That should be it. That should be the game. You get to give that final animation for this battle. Like a Pyrrhic victory. A Pyrrhic victory. You feel like, oh, I've won. But then you realize, not quite. Not quite. Boom. Gengar coming in, showing us why it's such an amazing Pokemon. Anyway, if you like this, thumbs up, subscribe. I will see you in the next Pokemon video.